Okay, so Coach Garner, Coach Emily Garner, Riley Campbell, Rhea Fuller. Coach, you want to start giving an assessment of the game?
Yeah, I mean, I think from our end, we're just really excited with how we executed today. I think we had a little bit of a slow start against the zone, but in terms of our execution, especially defensively, I thought we did exactly what we needed to do. We handled the boards, which is what we always talk about. Just really proud of our effort. Just really excited to continue with this group. It's a special group, and got a couple special players right here. So very excited to continue this process.
Coach Garner, I remember watching the tail end of your season last year in the NESCACs. It was a really hard-fought game. Can you walk me through the progression of how far this group has come? Because I remember that Riley was on the floor last year, and she went from being on the floor then to being part of the conversation of double-double. So just the progression of the group overall.
Absolutely. I think one of the biggest keys for us this year is our depth. I think what makes this group really unique and special is that on any given night, somebody can just have a huge night. And last year we were down to 8 healthy players with our injuries, and when you look at the depth that we have, it has been phenomenal to have different people step up on different nights. So I think our biggest strength is our depth. I think our biggest strength is our selflessness and our total team mentality. And I'm just proud of this group for embracing that and working really hard each and every day.
You had the national spotlight for a good portion of the year, but did it surprise you even a little bit that you did well enough to host the first time game?
I think we were hopeful. This is the position we talked a lot about. This is what we've really worked hard for, and credit to this team for working hard every single day. They trust the process. They believe. We talked a lot about our goals at the beginning of the season, and certainly to be in the NCAA tournament was one of them. I'm really grateful to our administration for putting on such a great event and being in a position to host. So I think this is really special. I'm really happy for this team, and especially for our upperclasswomen who have just really been through it. They've been through COVID. Our senior class, all 3 of them had season-ending injuries last year. So that resilience, that toughness, it's just awesome to see them in this position.
Riley, for you, I mean, you've seen the progression of this team. Now, as an upperclasswoman, what have you enjoyed the most about watching the team do what it's been doing?
I think that last year our postseason got cut shorter than we wanted it to, so it's nice to be still playing in March. And just the overall progression, like we said, we have more players this year. We have a great freshman class, so just being able as upperclassmen to bring them into our team and show them what hard work is and what fun it is to win.
And what's the adjustment been like? The NESCAC being as competitive as it is. I mean, even though you struggled against the zone, it feels like you found your footing a little bit because you've been used to this kind of competition.
I think that we don't put our heads down, so even if we start a little slow, we're just going to keep going. We have confidence in ourselves and confidence in our teammates, so even with those slow starts, we still have our support from one another.
Rhea, from you, what adjustments did you like that the team made from the beginning? I know Coach said you got off to a slow start, but what changed specifically on the offensive end in terms of the offensive end?
I think in the zone we just pass the ball more and calm down on offense, getting it into the middle and then kicking it back out. We were able to hit open threes and basket cut to get open layups.
Composure is something that you either kind of talk about, but then you don't really get to see how well you do with composure until you're under pressure. What would you rate the composure? I mean, clearly you got the win, but what about today's composure made a difference?
I think just knowing that we had the game and just remaining together on the team and communicating and just keeping our heads up.
Coach Garner, I have one more game here tomorrow. Obviously, it's win or go home, but what are the next 24 hours going to be like before you get back against Gymnasium?
Yeah, I mean, we're going to take a few minutes to enjoy this. I think this is something that's special. We've talked a lot about it. We're used to playing the back-to-back, which is nice with the NESCAC. We've done that for a significant portion of the year. So we're going to take a few minutes. They're going to take a deep breath, enjoy this moment, celebrate together as a team. And then honestly, probably in about half an hour, we are regrouping and doing a little bit of the scout tonight. We're kind of sticking with what we know, which is what we do most weekends throughout the conference play. So we're excited to get another one in Newsing. We're excited to be back on our home court, at least for one more game.
I just have one for Bria. So you and Maddie and Frankie were hurt, missed the run last year. And I think we started slow in this game, and I think things turned around when Frankie made a three-pointer. So I was just wondering, like, for the emotions of you three, if that moment, was like, all right, this is our moment, we're the seniors, and Frankie turned it around, and now let's go win this game. I wonder if you talk about your emotions as seniors in that.
I think we're all just really excited to play again. It was a little bit tough, as a class, like all getting injured and like being on the bench. But I think we all really enjoy playing with each other and like being back on the court and like playing in a winning season.
That's good.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.